I think we're crazy because we are trying to pack up the RV in the middle of like a winter storm coming to South Louisiana, and we are heading over to the North Shore to go spend the weekend at Fontainebleau State Park. So hopefully we make it over, but we're packing it up and hitting the road. So here we go. Have any final words to say before we hit the road?
I hope I don't regret this.
On the Causeway Bridge over to Mandeville, Louisiana from Metairie to stay at Fontainebleau State Park for a few nights. And it's only about a 45-minute drive, like maybe an hour over to the park. Escape from city life, and we need some hikes in. Hopefully, if this weather ever stops, we're literally heading over in the middle of a winter storm, South Louisiana. I don't know. But here we go. We're getting across the bridge. Pick Tucker up. He stayed the night last night at his grandparents on the North Shore, so I'm excited to see the little bundle of joy. Alright, so we just made it to the entrance of the state park, Fontainebleau, and Ben's going to check in, and luckily the roads were not icy like we thought they were going to be. It was smooth sailing getting here, so now we're going to go set up, I guess, in the lightly freezing rain. How'd that go?
They said there was ice on the boardwalks at the cabins. Yeah. So we gotta go, let's see, this way, and then the first right, and then another right, and then the third left, and then a right.
Okay, I guess I got that. We had site CI 110 in the South Campground for this trip. Fontainebleau is split between two RV sections, the South and the North. We stayed in the North last time we were here, and we liked the sites better. They seem to have a little bit more privacy between them. The park is usually not this flooded. They were running all the faucets to keep from freezing in this strange Louisiana winter. All the sites in the middle were pull-through at various lengths, while the back ends were around in the woods. Our site was pretty level at least, and a super easy pull-through to set up, minus our power cord length. This is just like absolutely miserable outside. Yay! Alright, so like usual, we're struggling on getting the electric cord to fit and having to pull up in the space far enough. If it wasn't like a complete slot fest, it'd be alright, but it is so freaking cold. So we made it and we got all set up in the end. Did you think it was worth it?
You know, it wasn't too bad. We got 7.5 miles a gallon and 4-wheel drive, 1 hour. And they left all the water on the faucets dripping, so it's just a mud hole. So that's my only complaint. We've just been hanging out and playing video games and watching TV.
Yeah, staying warm with the fireplace on, and it's too cold to go out and explore tonight. So I'm gonna bundle up in the morning and the sun comes out and go check out what this park has to offer. Tucker, good morning. Hi. Let's go check out the view from outside the camper. Ooh, it is frigid. But the sun is up, and so we are going to go check out the park after lunch. The park used to be a sugar plantation until 1852, and you can still see part of the ruins of the sugar mill that were built back in 1829. The park is pretty large at 2,800 acres and has tons of beautiful scenery. The park sites get like a 6 out of 10 because they would be tight if they were fully booked, which I think happens a lot in good weather. But the park itself is an 8 out of 10 because of all the hiking trails, the beach, splash pad, and beautiful backdrops for pictures and weddings, and direct access to the major bike trail in town, the Trace. We came here to take our maternity photos last year. We are heading out of the park to grab lunch at the lakefront and take a drive around Mandeville. The plan was to jump on the Trace, which is right here, with our bikes, and bike a few miles over to Girard Street where there are tons of shops and restaurants. But in 32-degree weather, we decided to just drive. We grabbed lunch to go at the Rusty Pelican. It was the perfect day for some gumbo and po' boys. lakefront does tend to get really popular during the spring and summer months. Lots of sailboats and people out exercising and walking their dogs. And if you're here during a warmer month, we highly recommend grabbing an ice cream or snowball at Just Chillin' in Mandeville. They are the best. These streets do typically flood when hurricanes come through due to storm surge from Lake Pontchartrain, but they are used to that by now, and these homes are all raised and ready. It's Mardi Gras too, so it's fun to see some decorations out. Alright, so we're venturing out into Mandeville to check out some of the stores. We're going to Marston Bayou, check out some of the local fishing tackle here, and I'm sure Ben's gonna want to buy a thing or two, but I guess we'll see. Let's check it out.
We got new popping cork.
Oh boy. Always need one of those, right?
Yep, well, once a year. And I'm trying these really cool colors. Little Mardi Gras thing, kinda.
Oh yeah, for Fat Tuesday.
Yeah.
Nice. This store's got pretty much like anything you want.
And I got a sticker for the beer fridge. So. Alright, we're gonna run into Gulf Coast Spirits and see if we can get some good local beer for the rest of our trip. If you're in Mandeville, you gotta check it out. They got a great selection. Oh, I'm so excited. I love a good peanut butter stout. We are back down at the lakefront to grab dinner to go before a huge rainstorm comes through. McLean's Pizzeria has delicious and unique local pizzas, and we try to pick one up every time we are back in Mandeville.
is one of our favorites. It's called the Mud Bug. Look at all that goodness. Is it breakfast time? Dum, 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 dum. And these creatures are loving this weather. We're walking around the South Loop campground. There's more of the RV spots. Now we're heading out. This is the way. Everything's very flooded. Alright, so we are going to go check out the cabins. We're going to walk over there. It is freezing. And then we are packing up the RV. And we're heading up to Macomb, Mississippi to go stay the weekend at Percy Quinn State Park with some friends. So, looking forward to that. Alright, so that ended up being like a 1.25 mile walk from the South Campgrounds over to the cabins. Now I gotta get back. Nice little hike. Jaunt. Pretty over here. We ended up doing a 3-mile little hike. Not too bad. Time to have some lunch and start packing up.